John Wooden once said, "Failure isn't fatal, but failure to change might be." This is emphasized in Carol Dweck's book, Mindset, where she talks about two different mindsets, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. A person with the growth mindset puts in effort, is motivated to do well, and learns and develops from one's failure. A person with the fixed mindset wants to stay in a safe space where he or she succeeds. This person believes that he or she cannot improve one's intelligence and gives up during failures. But as Dweck discusses, people should see failure not as a sign of stupidity, but as a lack of experience and skill. For example, Steve Jobs has a growth mindset when it comes to failure. After attending the same high school as me, Jobs founded a small startup company in 1976 called Apple. Some of you may have heard of it. As the company grew and prospered, Jobs couldn't keep up with the demand and was fired from the company he had started. Jobs decided to go off and start a new company named Nexus, where he grew and developed his management skills. Later, he went back to Apple with a different mindset and was able to bring the company to a new level of success. Jobs was able to learn from his failures and grow into a better CEO with a growth mindset. Just as Steve Jobs had, I too have been able to grow from my failures. When I was 13, I started to prepare for my amateur radio license test. For those of you who don't know, amateur radio uses radio frequencies to communicate without the internet or other phones. It is used as either a hobby or during emergencies when other communications are down. So I studied really hard for this test, but I didn't pass. But I wasn't going to give up, so I said to myself that I would try again next year. The next year came around, and I studied my butt off. But I ended up missing one too many questions and failed again. This devastated me because not only had I failed once at something, I had failed twice. And I just didn't know. But after thinking about it for a long time, I decided to take the test a third time. So this third year comes around, and I took my test, and as they were grading it, I was so nervous because I had failed the test twice already. Once they had told me I had passed, I was so ecstatic. I was off the roof, and it just made me so happy because I had finally passed this really hard test. And so now, being the ecstatic person I am able to hold the call sign KJ6QXM. Having a growth mindset through this process really helped me. I was able to learn from my failures. Knowing that I failed pushed me to do harder and try more. When learning in college, people should have a growth mindset. You can't be thinking things like, "Oh, I already know this," or "I'm so dumb, there's no way I could learn all this." There is always an opportunity to learn in college and in life. You just need to take advantage of the help and the resources that are out there. The door for learning and for growing are always open. You just need to take the steps to walk in. Thank you.